The 8 planets of our solar system. The story of our cosmic neighbors. When you look up at the sky through your window at night, did you know that some of those glowing little dots aren't even stars? They're our cosmic neighbors, the planets, and each one has an incredible story to tell. Carl Sagan once said, "Every atom in the universe was created in stars. We are all stardust." But in these planets, this stardust has taken on completely different forms. Some are hot as hell, some cold as ice, some are rocky, some are giant spheres made entirely of gas. Today, I'm taking you on a 4.6 billion year journey. We'll get to know the 8 planets of our solar system, and believe me, each one is like something out of a science fiction novel. Mercury, the sun's scorched child. Our first stop is the planet closest to the sun, Mercury. Mercury takes its name from the messenger god in Roman mythology, and it truly is fast. It completes its orbit around the sun in just 88 Earth days. But here's the interesting thing, its rotation is very slow. 1 Mercury day equals 59 Earth days. NASA's Messenger spacecraft studied Mercury between 2011 and 2015, and it discovered surprising things. We knew there were giant craters on the planet's surface, but Messenger found evidence that water ice might exist at the poles. Ice in a place this close to the sun. How? Because Mercury has virtually no atmosphere. While the side facing the sun heats up to 430 degrees Celsius, the dark side drops to minus 180 degrees. As planetary scientist David Rothery put it, Mercury shows us how small planets can harbor big secrets. One of the giant craters on its surface, the Caloris Basin, is exactly 1,550 kilometers in diameter. This impact was so powerful that shock waves created hills on the exact opposite side of the planet. Venus, beautiful but deadly. Our second stop is Venus, known as the morning and evening star, the second brightest object in the sky. Venus bears the name of the goddess of beauty, but appearances are deceiving because Venus is the solar system's true hell. Surface temperature, 465 degrees Celsius. That's hot enough to melt lead. Atmospheric pressure is 92 times that of Earth, meaning you'd feel like you're at the bottom of the ocean, 1 kilometer deep. And 96% of the atmosphere is carbon dioxide. Due to the extreme greenhouse effect, Venus is hotter than Mercury, despite being farther from the sun. In the 1970s, the Soviet Union's Venera spacecraft landed on Venus. The longest surviving craft lasted only 127 minutes. In that brief time, the images it sent back showed a flat, rocky desert. Carl Sagan, while studying Venus, said, "Venus shows us the result of runaway climate change, because scientists believe Venus may have had oceans in the past, but the runaway greenhouse effect evaporated everything." Recently, debates began about the detection of phosphine gas in Venus's atmosphere. Phosphine is produced by living organisms on Earth. Could there be microscopic life in Venus's clouds? Scientists are still investigating. Earth, the pale blue dot. The third planet, our home, Earth. Do you remember Carl Sagan's famous pale blue dot photograph? The Voyager 1 spacecraft took a picture of Earth from 6 billion kilometers away in 1990. In that photo, Earth was just a 0.12 pixel dot. Sagan wrote, "Everything you know is on that dot. Everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you've ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives on that dot." Earth is the only planet we know that harbors life. 71% of its surface is covered with water. Its atmosphere is 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen. Its magnetic field protects us from the sun's harmful radiation. Our moon regulates tides and seasons. But what makes Earth special isn't just water. It's tectonic plates, constantly renewing surface, diverse ecosystems. All of these are the result of billions of years of cosmic coincidences. Mars, the red planet. The fourth planet, Mars, the red world bearing the name of the god of war. Why is Mars red? Because its surface is covered with iron oxide, rust. You can think of it as a giant rusty car graveyard. Mars has always triggered humanity's imagination. In the 1800s, astronomer Percival Lowell claimed there were canals on Mars. He thought they were built by intelligent beings. Later, it was understood these were optical illusions. But Mars really is interesting. NASA's Curiosity and Perseverance rovers have made incredible discoveries there. They found ancient riverbeds, dried lake basins. There's definite evidence that water once flowed on Mars.
In 2015, NASA made a major announcement. There may still be seasonally flowing liquid water on Mars. Salty water solutions may be creating flows on the surface during certain periods. And the most exciting part, the Perseverance rover is currently collecting samples from Mars. These samples will be brought to Earth in the future. Perhaps we'll find traces of life on Mars. As Elon Musk said, the reason to go to Mars isn't because it's there, it's because humanity needs to become a multi-planetary species. Mars is the most realistic candidate for establishing a human colony. Jupiter, the gas giant. The fifth planet and the giant of the solar system, Jupiter. Jupiter is so large that 1,300 Earths could fit inside it. Its mass is 2.5 times the total of all the other planets in the solar system combined. But what makes Jupiter truly special is that iconic Great Red Spot. This is a giant storm that's been raging for 400 years, twice the size of Earth. Wind speeds reach 640 kilometers per hour, and we still don't understand why it's lasted so long. NASA's Juno spacecraft has been studying Jupiter since 2016. The images it sent back are incredible. It discovered that giant cyclones at Jupiter's poles form geometric patterns, octagonal, pentagonal storm clusters, nature's mathematics. Planetary scientist Scott Bolton said, "Juno showed us that Jupiter isn't just a big ball of gas, it's a complex world filled with heavy elements like gold and platinum." Jupiter has more than 95 moons. The most famous are Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto. Europa is particularly interesting. Beneath its icy surface, there's thought to be more water than in all of Earth's oceans, and perhaps it harbors life. Jupiter is also our protector. Thanks to its giant gravitational pull, it attracts many asteroids and comets that could hit Earth. Without Jupiter, far more asteroids would strike Earth. Saturn, Lord of the Rings. The sixth planet, Saturn, the most magnificent sight in the solar system. Saturn's rings were first observed by Galileo in 1610, but his telescope was so primitive that he thought they were ears. Later, Christian Huygens realized they were rings. What are these rings made of? Ice particles. Billions of ice chunks ranging from dust grain size to house size. They reflect sunlight, which is why they're so bright. Here's the surprising truth. The rings are very thin. Their width is 280,000 kilometers, but their thickness is only about 10 meters. Think of a football field-sized piece of paper. NASA's Cassini spacecraft studied Saturn for 13 years. When it completed its mission in 2017, it destroyed itself by diving into Saturn's atmosphere, but it left us with incredible information. Cassini discovered that Saturn's moon Enceladus sprays water from cracks in its icy surface. There's an ocean beneath that water, and that ocean might harbor life. As planetary scientist Carolyn Porco put it, Cassini showed us that we don't need to go all the way to Mars to search for life. Perhaps we can find it on Saturn's moons. Uranus and Neptune, the last two planets, the solar system's mysterious ice giants. Uranus' most interesting feature, it's lying on its side. While other planets spin like tops as they orbit the sun, Uranus rolls. Its axial tilt is 98 degrees. Scientists think a giant object struck Uranus billions of years ago and knocked it over. Uranus was discovered by William Herschel in 1781. This was the first planet discovered with a telescope. Its color is light blue-green because methane in its atmosphere absorbs red light. Neptune was discovered in 1846 through mathematical calculations. Astronomers looking at disturbances in Uranus's orbit calculated that there must be another planet there, and they were right. Neptune has the most powerful winds in the